Hi, I'm Michelle, and today we'll be discussing the methods you can use to form your LLC in North Dakota. We're going to be covering the steps involved in starting your LLC, the forms that you're going to need, the naming requirements, and the 5 main steps that you need to actually register your LLC. I'll also be explaining the importance of having a registered agent and a very key term known as piercing the corporate veil. Now, if these terms aren't familiar to you, then I highly recommend you watch this video very closely. North Dakota is known for its oil reserves along with mines of coal and gas. The coal that can be procured from North Dakota's mine is lignite, out of which 90% is used in the power generation of the state and the nearby states. North Dakota is the leading sector that is known for trading for fur. Approximately 10% of the state is handling the farm area of North Dakota, which is around 90% of the state's total area. You can start your North Dakota LLC by 3 methods. Number 1 is that you can do it yourself. You can choose to fill out the online forms, or you can send it off via mail. Number 2 is that you hire a professional service to do it for you, which is a very easy and secure method. We recommend TailorBrands as one of the best services for this purpose. Number 3 is that you can hire an attorney. Now, coming to a very common question, but a very important question nonetheless. What exactly is an LLC? Well, it's a hybrid business entity combining a corporation's characteristics with a partnership or sole proprietorship. It separates your personal assets from your business assets, and it protects your personal assets. Now, when you're starting off your LLC in North Dakota, you mainly have to file your certificate of formation with the state and pay a filing fee of $135. In this video, we're going to be discussing option number 2 primarily, and we're going to be placing emphasis on why you need a professional service to do it for you, because you have to make sure that you're doing your LLC work correctly. This is one of those things where you cannot afford missing out any of the key informations or have any form of misunderstandings. TailorBrands is a really good and competent professional service that you can get, because forming an LLC is not just really filing the certificate of formation, but it also comprises of deciding on a name, hiring a registered agent, creating an operating agreement, and obtaining an EIN. Now, all of these can be done under one roof with TailorBrands. I'm going to be leaving the links in the description below. You can go there, you can check them out. But for now, we're going to discuss in detail the 5 important steps that you must cover when you form your LLC in North Dakota. The first step to starting off your LLC in North Dakota is basically choosing the business name. Before you name your business, you must know that the name should be easy to remember. It should be available in the state and follows the LLC naming guidelines. You can find the naming guidelines at startmyllc.io. The 4 key things that you need to be aware of when you're starting to name your LLC is that number 1, your business name should be available, and no other existing business in North Dakota can share that name. Now, each business name is unique to its owner. Number 2 is that limited liability company or LLC should be there as a suffix in the company name. Number 3 is that you cannot use any name for your business that could be confusing or could be misleading. Now, terms such as State Department, FBI, CIA, so on, they cannot be included. Number 4 is that terms like university, bank, attorney, doctors, well, they can be added, but you need to go through the additional requirements by North Dakota state government. Now, if you do not wish to file your LLC right now, but you do want to hold on to the name you've decided, then you can reserve the name for 1 year. But to keep the name, you have to file a name reservation application and pay $10 to reserve your name with the North Dakota Secretary of State. The second and highly vital step to forming an LLC in the state of North Dakota is to appoint a registered agent. A registered agent is an entity that will act and work on your LLC's behalf, and they will receive important paperwork and other official government correspondence within North Dakota. This is why you need a very competent registered agent for your LLC. You also have to make sure that your registered agent is a resident of North Dakota or at least has a physical street address over there. Now, their business address is going to be used as the LLC's principal address within North Dakota. Most LLC formation companies also do provide registered agent services. TailorBrands is a great LLC setup service. They provide registered agent services and many more services at very reasonable prices. Now, a key thing to note when you're getting a registered agent is the importance of having one, but also having a legit one. Because in case of any lawsuit or if you get sued, the lawyer of the other party is going to do what is known as piercing the corporate veil. Now, most people believe that they're setting up their LLCs for tax purposes, but the real reason for setting up your LLC is to limit your liability. Now, basically what this does is that it creates a divide between your personal assets and your business assets. So if you're sued in your business, they cannot go after your personal assets. Now, when you're sued, the attorney who's the one suing you is going to start looking for cracks in your LLC, and this is where they're going to pierce the corporate veil. Now, the first thing they're going to do is check whether you have a registered agent. Is the agent legit, and have they been filing the correct paperwork? third and another important step in forming your LLC is to file the certificate of formation. Now, the North Dakota Articles of Organization is a legal document needed to officially register your business with the Secretary of State. It costs $135 to file your formation certificate in North Dakota. The certificate of formation includes details like the name of your LLC, registered agent name, address, employee details. Now, the structure of your company, whether you're member managed or manager managed. So before you start hiring your employees in North Dakota, you should really know about the rules and regulations thoroughly so that you can avoid any future issues. We personally suggest that you use TailorBrands to file your certificate of formation because they provide a very easy way to fill out the forms without any confusion or missing any of the steps. If you do happen to get stuck anywhere, they do have a live chat option where you can go, ask your questions, and they will respond to you. Now, the fourth step is filing the operating agreement. An operating agreement is an internal document that legally outlines the proprietorship and the operating procedures of your LLC. Now, this document is so vital because it ensures that all of the business owners are on the same page regarding how they operate, their voting power, business dissolutions, and a lot more, which helps you reduce future conflicts. When it comes to filing the North Dakota LLC operating agreement, the state doesn't really require you to have a very comprehensive operating agreement. What is ideal is that you have one that contains the details of your entire business operation. Now, it's recommended that it should be done using a professional service such as TailorBrands, since they know exactly what to do and you won't have to worry about missing any of the details. The agreement template is drafted for a very small fee of $29. EIN, also known as the Employer Identification Number, is a 9-digit number given by the IRS to make it easier to identify the type of businesses for tax purposes and taxes in general. Now, the EIN is necessary for any active business or any form of businesses for that matter. An EIN is needed when the LLC hires employees. How do you obtain one? Well, it's simple. All you have to do is go fill up the form, which can be done online or by mail, and you just submit it to the IRS. You can also get an EIN assistant through TailorBrands who can help you out. I'll also be leaving the links to all of the resources in the description below. You can go there and check out which of the options fit your requirements. But for now, I'm going to be showing you how you can file your forms using TailorBrands. So this is the website for TailorBrands. And as you can see on the website, there's option to set up your LLC, and you can also design a logo, merch, and the website itself for your brand in case you need one and haven't really gotten around to getting it. I'm going to go into form an LLC. Now choose the state that you're setting up your LLC in. Add your business name. You can check for the name availability here, which will save you a lot of time. Or alternatively, you can choose the method that I told you earlier by going to the business entity name search. Click on the type of services that you're offering. You'll have to pick which stage of your business that you're on, whether it's still in the idea stage or it has been set up and fully running. Choose what sort of income your brand will be. Choose whether your business will have a physical address to receive the documents, and also whether there'll be a dedicated person there who's going to receive these. Select the number of employees. Now you have to fill out the information for your business, like your name, phone number, email address. Now choose whether you want to opt for a registered agent or not. TailorBrand charges $199 annually for hiring a registered agent. If you don't have one, then I highly recommend that you get one through them, because the one thing you can't risk is not having a legitimate registered agent. You're going to need an EIN, like I discussed before, for tax-related purposes. If you don't have one, or you're overwhelmed by the process required to get an EIN, then just let TailorBrands do it for you. It's going to cost you $99. Pick if you want to file for compliance. It will cost you $199 when you do it through TailorBrands. Here you can choose whether you want to have your business branding done. If you already have things like logos, domain, and a website, then just move forward. Select if you want to speed up the process. You can form the operating agreement using TailorBrands if you haven't made one already, or you are unsure of how to proceed with making the agreement by yourself. See if all the information that you chose and entered is correct, and check the final billing as well. You can now proceed to pay for the service, and that's all you need to start and form your LLC. So now that you've created your North Dakota LLC, there are still a few things that you're going to need. You're going to need a company business bank account and a business credit card. You need to file the North Dakota business permits and licenses. You need to get general liability insurance and professional liability insurance, which has to cover your employees. And you need to file the North Dakota annual report every year. I really hope this video helped you out on how to start your LLC in North Dakota. And I really wish you the best of luck if you're starting off your business there. Please continue supporting our channel by liking the video, subscribing to our channel, and clicking the little notification button. Thank you for watching.